Welcome to Untold Horrors. I'm Jamie.
I'm Patrick.
And I'm Steph.
This is the podcast where we mine the depths of Tubi in search of buried treasure.
We're here to sacrifice our free time and likely our sanity, so you don't have to.
Each week, we fire up Tubi, spin the Roulette of Despair, and let its keyword search decide our fate.
Is it a hidden gem, a misunderstood masterpiece, or a flaming garbage heap wrapped up in VHS nostalgia?
Join us as we laugh, scream, and occasionally question our life choices.
One obscure horror flick at a time.
Who will survive?
And what will be left of us?
Untold Horrors, because Tubi's algorithm has no mercy, and neither do we. So let the roulette spin, and let the suffering...
And let the suffering...
And let the suffering
begin.
Untold beginnings.
What have you been watching? What else have you been doing? And what's on your horror radar?
I watched The Gorge on Apple TV.
Cool.
Ooh, did you like it?
Yeah.
Not so much.
Oh, no.
Miles
Glad.
Teller and, what's her name?
Anya?
Taylor-Joy.
Anya, yeah. They're great. They actually have chemistry, and if they do like a straight like rom-com or meet cute romance, I think they'd be fantastic, because they are fantastic in this. But most of the movie is kind of their connection and romance with a little bit of mystery thriller thrown in. And then when you finally get to the monsters that they're protecting in the gorge from coming out, they kind of look like cheap knockoffs of the dead pirates from the Pirates of the Caribbean, the ones that are on that ship in the...
Yeah.
Oh, crikey.
Was it Dead Men Tell No Tales, whatever?
Yeah. Like the human
just-
sea monsters.
It just didn't look good. So I would probably give The Gorge a pass. Like, I don't think I'll even be revisiting it. But,
Damn. Well, that was on my horror radar, so I guess I can remove it and move on to other things.
sorry about that.
That's okay. Oh, well, I guess since we're on that topic, is there anything that you're looking forward to?
Well, I actually think I brought this up last time, but The Heretic has finally hit HBO
Yes.
Max. So I'm going to watch it after we're done recording.
Sweet. Tell me what you think, because it's one I really enjoyed.
Immaculate, which I liked until the end. Didn't like the end. It was predictable. And I watched Speak No Evil with James McAvoy, which I also liked until the end.
Oh, okay.
Endings have been bothering me. I don't know.
I am
So-
shocked you didn't like the end of Immaculate.
Yeah, I think
Well,
it's
yeah,
the
it
best
was-
part.
Well, it was like, satisfying and everything. When a movie is so good and it's so enthralling, and then for it to just be wrapped up perfectly at the end, I don't know. I was sort of hoping, I sort of like movies now that don't have explanations, And
Oh, you didn't like the explanation of what was going on in
Exactly.
the convent?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, and it wasn't offensive enough. I mean, when I watch a nunsploitation movie, I want there to be nunsploitation. And you don't need to infer that being I wanted to see Sydney Sweeney naked, because I don't need to make a real big effort to do that. So that didn't matter. It wasn't sleazy enough. And I don't know. But it was okay to watch. Because like all of this stuff is like pizza. I mean, whether it's good or bad, it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
And Speak No Evil was such an edge of the seater until the end.
Jamie, can I ask you a question? Have you seen the original Danish version of Speak No Evil?
I haven't. It is on my
Okay.
radar, though.
So
Is it
it's
good?
it's on Shudder. I think it's still on Shudder. It's essential. Like, it is so much better. I liked the American Speak No Evil, but the original is so much darker and so much more fucked up. And I think you will enjoy the ending because they don't soft pedal it as much as the American version. And I think you'll
Okay.
appreciate it.
Well,
It's
that's
really
for
good.
sure.
What about all the other twists and turns? Those are all spoiled on me now, though, right? Or
Well,
is it different?
I mean, it's the premise is going to be spoiled on you, like the main like gist
Yeah.
of it. But
Yeah.
the way it's executed is so fucking chilling and nightmare inducing that it's
Okay.
so good. It's so good. It's like one of my favorites. It's in my top 4 in film for sure. It's great.
Yeah.
And it is
Yeah,
on
'cause-
Shudder right now.
Sweet. So I've been watching a ton of stuff, but one of the things that I wanted to talk about specifically is that I'm doing prep for another one of my podcasts, and the co-host picked a film called Brotherhood of the Wolf, which Patrick, I believe you recommended on our last werewolf episode.
I really did, yes.
Yeah, and so I hadn't seen it, and he picked it, and I was like, well, this is serendipitous. And I checked it out, and I fucking loved it. It's
You had not
good.
seen it before?
I had not seen it.
I'm shocked.
I know, me too, because, the director of Silent Hill, which is like one of my favorite movies of all time. And I love werewolf horror. I don't know how I missed it, but it's really good. We talked to Patrick, you talked a little bit about what you're excited for. Jamie, is there anything coming up that you're interested in watching?
Well, I just received a package yesterday from, drumroll, Vinegar Syndrome. And I got The Defilers, Pathogen, Shockorama Video Party, Limbo, most importantly, The Outwaters. So impressed by this movie. So impressed. And actually, cherry on top, Rot. I finally got Rot. Have you guys ever seen Rot? It's like an indie.
I have
I
not.
have.
horror.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Marcus Cook. I fucking grew up with that movie. That was like when I got into horror, like serious horror. That's like one of the first things I bought. It was advertised in the back of a Film Threat magazine. Oh, I thought I was the toughest shit. It was and it's so good. And like all these years later, it's on this like ultra fancy Blu-ray. I can't wait. Can't wait to watch it again.
Well, as for me,
Yes. What about you?
okay, thanks. So this weekend, actually, and I did not make it out to the theater, but one of my most anticipated of the year is dropped, which is Bong Joon-ho's sci-fi dark comedy Mickey 17. That's getting great reviews. I was supposed to actually go to an early screener, but I couldn't make it. But I'm super excited to see that because I fucking love him and I love Robert Pattinson. And I think it looks awesome and weird and funny and all the great stuff. So very excited about that. Do you guys have anything else that you want to talk about as far as like what you got going on or anything you want to throw out there before we get started?
Well, as usual, I have a really fat mix playlist that's going to go along with this episode, and it's going to be all. I tried to find as many gorilla songs as I could. There aren't many, but every song has animal in it, and animal in it, and it's an interesting collection. A lot of weird stuff, a lot of great stuff. You might not have heard it. You should check it out.
Well, I don't have anything super exciting to talk about. I feel like I've been doing an insane amount of writing. The thing I'm excited about right now is I'm working on this massive guide to Asian horror, which is my favorite. And so I'm very excited. It's a lot of research and trying to put it all together, but I'm excited to get that out there.
Well, good for you.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Untold Fate.
All right, guys, it is time to spin the Tubi Wheel of Terror and find out what our untold fate holds. So let's recap what we've got in the wheel so far. I've got gore, hammer horror, hospital horror, animal horror, dolls, demons, found footage, monster horror, and folk horror. And because the wheel landed on werewolves last time, I have chosen to replace that with mutant horror. So that will be my pick. Does anybody else want to replace any of those categories with something else?
I do not.
Ooh.
Me neither.
Jamie? Okay.
Nope.
Animal horror. Jesus Christ. When everybody has the screen pulled up, tell me, and I will start our 60-second timer.
I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Christ.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm going to start 60 seconds on the wheel for us to pick a movie. Ready, set, go. Patrick, what do you got?
I have picked a movie called Dead Stop. 5 friends lost in a desert and miles from civilization become prey to a creature that is savage, relentless, and hungry for blood.
JP, what did you pick?
Mouse of Horrors. It's got that evil chainsaw wielding Mickey Mouse on the cover. Oh no, sorry, Steamboat Willie. Mouse of Horrors 2024. In a quiet seaside town, a sinister doctor creates a monstrous mutated rat, causing terror for a group of friends trapped at an amusement park.
Damn, it sounds
1 hour,
pretty
23
dope.
minutes. TVMA.
Sweet spot. All right, I have picked for us the absolute best cover in this whole shebang, which is The
boy.
Rise of the Beast. It is an hour and 18 minutes. Brava. It is from 2022. A group of activists breaks into a facility where animal testing has been taking place and soon finds out what deadly experiments have been happening. And you really should take a second and look at the cover before you make an assessment. Because, oh my. Oh my goodness.
That's quite a jaw.
It's jaw dropping, this cover.
I think we have a winner then.
I don't know, because the mouse one is pretty great too.
I vote for Rise of the Beast.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh, hey shit, I won one.
Yay! We did it!
Untold fate.
All right, I guess it's time to get into the main event. So what's funny?
The main event.
I don't know what's funny about that, but okay.
Yeah, you know. Let's go.
So we already
Let's talk about Donkey Kong 2025.
Okay. We open in a secret research facility in the woods, and we've got a worker making the rounds. And I just want to say up front, this is, I don't know how long this scene is. 2-3 minutes, maybe.
Mhm.
This guy's going to get killed right off the bat. Spoiler alert. But I will be damned if he is not my favorite character in the entire film. Which is a little disappointing when my favorite character appears for like a minute and then leaves. But he's pretty fun. I really dig this guy.
And how did you make that conclusion?
What?
What did you like about him?
I don't know. I just like his. I like
Says
his energy.
Siggy Break.
Siggy break. I wrote that down. Anyone who says
I
Siggy
did
break is
too.
automatically endearing to me. And I like he's just like fuck this shit, and he says like fuck my life, and I
Fuck
wrote
my
that
life,
that's a real heavy foreshadowing for the audience watching this film. Yeah, and so he doesn't last long because our titular beast shows up, and it's how to describe a somewhat humanoid CGI gorilla type creature. Anybody else want to take a stab at describing this thing?
I think you're accurate in describing it as like a kind of throwaway CGI character or video game character from PlayStation, old PlayStation.
Yeah, it really gave me
And what
PlayStation
got
2
me-
vibes.
What got me was when the ape started moving towards Siggy Break guy, and he's kind of like side dancing,
Mm-hmm.
like because they can't figure out how to render a CGI ape as moving normally. So he's just kind of doing like a slide, like the electric slide over
Yes.
to do the chase.
Yeah, it's kind of great. And like God bless them, they give it to you like right off the bat. Like they don't, try to keep them in shadows for a long time and do a big reveal. They're just like, here you go.
All
This
right.
is what we're working with. And you're like, all right.
This is what you can expect the rest of the movie.
I appreciate the balls. I really do.
Set your expectations low because this is the high point for this ape.
It really is kind of like I'm kind of all in at this point. I don't stay all in, spoiler alert, but I start all in. So then we're gonna immediately change gears. That's our little fun cold opening, and then we get introduced to John. Now, John is a researcher at a corrupt company that conducts cruel animal experiments to try and harness the genetic superiority of apes for human benefit. And John is in charge of analyzing the data from these experiments. And so you have this kind of like cartoonily evil CEO. And John works for this evil corporation, but the twist is that he is secretly leading a group of eco activists, and he's working at this evil corporation so he can infiltrate it and he can get intel about where they're conducting these experiments so they can break in and they can rescue these animals and get evidence that shows that this company is evil and corrupt and try to take them down.
Okay, we had show notes ahead of time, and what I'm impressed by is your ability to squeeze just this much out of the movie. I think I said this last time. And that's a compliment. And I'm just like watching the movie and reading this, and I'm just thinking, wow, this is like amazing.
Let me tell you a secret. Here's the thing with a film like this.
Okay.
If I don't write down all these unnecessary details that we don't really need,
this is going to turn into an insult.
No, it's an insult to me, maybe, or maybe to the film. I don't know. But if I don't do this, then we would show up to talk about this and I'd be like, what the fuck happened to this movie? And I would not know what the hell to say about it because it's one of those,
easily forgettable.
Kind of forget it the second it happens. So I have to write down shit. So I'm like, okay, I need to remember that this is something we're talking about. Otherwise, we would just be sitting here going like, yeah, but we are doing a podcast, Jamie, and part of our job here is that we've got to talk about this shit, whether it's good or not. My point is, it's just a terrible movie, and to comb over every detail might be taking up time when we could be focusing on special details in it and making fun and having a really goofy, fun time with it. But I like your talking points, and I'm looking forward to those. So is the princess okay if I keep going?
I guess so. If you must, I'll be quiet.
Okay, so the Echo Warriors arrive at the restricted area. Jesus wept.
No, he didn't. You gotta leave that in. When you said Jesus wept, he said, no, you gotta leave that in.
Okay, so let me know when I can keep going.
Ash Wednesday. I was going to make a joke about Ash Wednesday where like you put the ashes on the forehead. I was going to say Ash Wednesday is the only good day for people like us because they not only do you know who the Catholics are, you get the spot right where you know to aim. You know
what the actual fuck?
So that would have been a good day. So we should go hunting for Catholics on Ash Wednesday.
This took a turn.
It always does. It always fucking does.
I have an Oprah Winfrey joke that somehow involves race and heavy people. If you want me to really deep dive.
I definitely do not want to hear you be a racist or fat phobic. Thank you.
Hey, no. First of all, I'm not.
Hey, no, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, but it's always like women that people are fat phobic towards. Men are allowed to look however they want, be as schlubby as they want, but women they gotta keep that shit tight.
So make jokes about fat men. You got one right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Make jokes about fat men.
Okay, so tell me.
I don't have any because I'm a nice person. I don't mock people.
A different area code.
Oh, was that the joke?
Well, no, not the Oprah joke. The Oprah joke is much more complicated.
No, I meant you were trying to tell a joke.
Well, no, I was just saying my ass is, it's those,
just saying facts.
Snaps. Oh, snap. Your ass is so big, it's in a different area code. Oh, snap. Right? Isn't that how the kids talk?
Nope.
I don't think
Pretty
so.
sure it's not. It's how the grandparents talk, maybe, but not the kids. Not the kids.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, I'm going to try again to get us back into talking about this film.
Yeah, we're all just having fun. Let's have it.
Okay. All right. So we're back to the Echo Warriors arriving into the restricted woods at night. So then they're sneaking around and they find this locked gate near a cave entrance. So they enter the cave. And then this is another thing where I was like, okay, WTF here, because as soon as they enter this cave, one of the guys named Peter decides, which is great, that his name is Peter, and he decides that he needs to go take a piss inside the cave. The cave that they just entered, that they're all like hanging out in. He's like, I gotta go pee. Like, what the fuck? Because of course
Should
that's
have
what
went
you do.
before they left.
Exactly. Men, always doing the silliest things.
Marking their territory in caves.
Yeah. But
like a bunch
then,
of primal douchebags.
yeah. And then he gets what he deserves for it because he's
Oh,
immediately
yes.
slaughtered by the thing, the
By,
gorilla thing.
by PlayStation Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And no one wants to be killed while they're peeing.
I wouldn't think that's a good
terrible
time.
way
no.
to go. No.
If that
Especially a dude, you got your like dick in your hands and then this like creature's like on you. That can't be fun. It
well,
can't be a
if
good
that were
experience.
happening to me, I would like make every effort in my last moments to piss on my killer too.
I don't think that's going to upset the giant gorilla very much. I mean, it piss him off, but I don't think it's going to like deter him much.
And he did rip off Pete's arm. I wonder if that
He
was
does.
his holding his junk hand that he got ripped off.
I hope it
Wow.
was. I think it
Okay,
must have been,
now
right?
You don't pee in my cave.
All right. We're getting into serious gore now. All right. Here's where we're at. All right. I'm into
Serious
this.
in quotes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if we're getting into serious gore, but sure. So now they escape and they escape to a cabin.
Mhm.
Did you cover that Elena got scratched by the ape?
No.
Oh, no.
Because that is also an important story point.
Yes.
Because
I
the
also
movie is
noted at
itself
that point
spoiled.
that the giant gorilla with this giant arm and hand is very precise with its attacks, like the scratch or just
Yeah.
taking the arm off. It's not like you would think devastating human body destruction. It's just very precise wounds it's making on these people.
Yes. One of the guys says, all right, I'm going to go and I'm going to go try to get help. And he goes out to try to find help. And of course he gets gorillaed in the woods. And then the survivors, what? I'm sorry.
He doesn't get gorillaed in the mist. He gets gorillaed in the woods.
Yeah, gorillaed in the woods. Yeah. And then so the survivors back at the cabin, they get invaded by a group of soldiers. They were all pointing guns at them. And one of them, he's this bald dude and he's acting like a fucking animal himself. He's like gritting his teeth and he's like snarling at them and stuff.
The Statham guy, isn't it?
It is like budget Jason Statham. Yes.
We're fucked. Who's the fucking cunt that sent me into these woods to die with you fucking assholes? I don't like him. Do you guys seriously like him?
Jason Statham?
Yeah.
I love Jason Statham.
Jason, my special boy.
Yeah,
He just rubs
I
me
like
the
him.
wrong way. He just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know.
No, he's delightful and he's fucking brilliant in everything he's in and he
He's
entertains
brilliant.
the shit out of me. Yes,
The
he is
Beekeeper,
brilliant.
And
Yeah, the
this year
Beekeeper
we
was
got-
great.
This year we got from the makers of The Beekeeper.
Yeah,
Jason Statham plays a working class guy who's actually tough and kills everybody.
yeah, I fucking love it. I don't know what your problem is. Did you see The Beekeeper?
I don't want to.
Well, there you go. You're see, this is what people do. They talk shit about shit they haven't seen, and
Thanks.
they're like, I fucking know what it's gonna
Thanks.
be.
Thanks to the, now this one, I want to keep this in. Thanks to the internet. There used to be like, yeah, I saw it. No, I didn't. And because of the YouTube and like the different reaction videos and there's different like cut scenes that you can go on, you can kind of actually see a large percentage of a movie without actually sitting down and watching the movie.
Hey, that's hilarious. You must think you're a real funny guy.
It's bullshit too. Like pretend that you've seen him because like a movie should be set. You should sit down in a conducive environment, put your phone away, and fucking watch the movie from beginning to end, and engage with it the way it's meant to be engaged with, and then you can make an assessment about whether it's good.
Stephanie.
But no, everyone on the internet wants to be like, I'm sure this is bullshit. I've seen 2 seconds of it. I'm like,
Stephanie.
I don't make shit up. I'm just speaking truth to power, you know.
Okay, Post Malone.
All right. Okay, I'll let you be delighted by yourself for a few minutes before we continue. Okay. All the preamble bullshit's out of the way, because now we're getting to the good shit. Because now, I don't know why you're laughing, because this is where things get real.
Yes.
Now they have been captured. They are being interrogated by the evil military complex. We're about to get a really massive exposition dump. And the way we're going to do this, we're going to cut between John in his interrogation room with the really psychotic military guy. And then we've got his girlfriend, Elena, in a makeshift operating room with this white-haired British lady doc. And she's got a smock completely covered in blood.
Dr. Kafka.
Dr. Kafka, your obsession.
Dr.
And-
Kafka.
And they're gonna explain to these characters like what the fuck is going on and what their like evil nefarious plans are.
Dramatic reading.
So glad you could join us.
Where's my girlfriend?
I believe I have some questions first. Where is it?
Where's what?
The ape. My ape.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you think killed your friends out there?
The thing in the woods? That's an ape?
I guess ape is somewhat misleading. It's actually a gorilla. More specifically, it's a genetic creation of ours, and one we intend on retrieving. So I ask you again, where is it?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions that I can't answer, okay? We were hiking. We got lost. We went to the cabin. You guys showed up. Now I'm here. If it was so important to you, why didn't you put a goddamn tracking device on it?
Tell me this, John. John Anderson, 34, born in San Diego, one of 3 boys, parents both deceased, graduated with honors, criminal record for involvement in illegal protesting, and several unpaid parking tickets. Researcher at Darrow Industries and co-founder of Antifa eco-terrorist organization, The Way. All that sound about right?
We're not terrorists.
We like to do a bit of background research on all of our employees, but trust me, that is the least of your worries. What I really want to know is, why do you think you're here?
Where's my girlfriend?
I can see you're not ready to talk. Maybe some time in isolation will soften you up a bit.
We don't know anything, okay? So why don't you just let us go?
You're not going anywhere, John. Don't you get it? You're not leaving this place. This is where it ends for you. Consider it purgatory on your way to hell.
Hey, Colonel. I'll see you there.
Ah, hello there. Miss Elena, is it? Let me out of this thing. I'm afraid I can't do that. We have too much to do. What do you want? I just want to sit here and watch. You want to sit here and watch me struggle, you fucking sicko? No. Watch you turn. Turn into what? You have no idea what you're a part of, do you? We know what you've been doing here. We know you've been kidnapping animals and testing on them and killing them. We came here to stop you. And how did that work out for you? all this effort to stop animal testing, and now you're the one being tested on. Who are you people? My name is Dr. Kafka, and I'm here to change the world.
You know what? We're on a tight schedule here, and I don't feel like waiting around.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. What do you think was going to happen to you here, John?
We're going to expose you for everything you're doing and everything you've done.
You don't even know what we're doing here. Do you think it's a coincidence you ended up tied to that chair?
What?
We know about your adventures in veganism after hours. Why would we keep you around? Slowly feeding you information about this place until you were stupid enough to actually drive up to it.
It doesn't matter. We're still going to find the truth, and you're still going down.
Ugh, you poor boy. Let me show you how much shit you're in.
Allow me to enlighten you, Miss Elena. Darrow Industries is ushering in a new age in our evolution. You see, this country, hell, this world, has grown weak. The only way to move forward is to go back. We must return man to his base instinct and reclaim our rightful place as the most dominant species. And you are going to help me, Elena. No, don't go near me with that thing. You see, this little scratch will soon transform you, elevate you to what you should be, the ultimate predator. You and I, we are going to make humanity great again. We're not weak. Just because we care about the people and the planet does not make us weak. It took us thousands of years of evolution to get here. Did you ever think of that? That maybe this was Mother Nature's plan? I prefer my plan.
You see, this is what you tree-hugging pussies get. Going around telling everyone what they can and can't do all the time.
I'm guessing that you take whole milk in your coffee.
Shut up, boy, and take your beating like a man.
John and Elena, they both escape their harrowing situations and they find each other again and they're trying to figure out how to get out of the facility. And they find themselves in this locked room. In I'm going to say it again, high-tech, heavily guarded facility run by the government. There is a passcode on the door to get out. And Elena says, what do we fucking do? What do we try? And he's like, I don't know, 1111. So she enters 1111, not even knowing how many numbers are in this fucking thing, this sequence. That doesn't work. And he's like, 1112. And the fucking door opens. And then he says, hey, my MasterCard pin. And then she says, who's my smart boy? And in literal notes, you guys have them in front of you. I was like, fucking seriously right now? This is not okay.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Made me think of Spaceballs. That's my luggage combination.
It's really upsetting to me.
It is bad. It is terrible.
And do you know what makes it worse than that?
Talking about it?
What makes it worse is that this is one of 2 times that this happens. Because there's another part, I don't know where, I'm sure it's in my notes, but I don't even care anymore. Where there's a laptop that they're trying to hack into, a secure laptop, an air quotes secure laptop. And it is also password protected in this government facility. And John says one of the girls is going to try to get in. And he's like, don't get us locked out of it. And she's like, yeah, I got this. And so she finds some there's this nearby piece of paper and she finds it and it says the evolution. And she's like, that's fucking it. And of course it is fucking it. And again, I wrote down ridiculous. And not that I need them to spend more time, but it's just like, why are you writing in passcodes and shit into a movie and then clearly putting absolutely zero effort into it in this high-tech government facility where they keep all their secrets? So more shenanigans. They meet one of the girls who is patient Zero, and she calls herself Zero. She's like the first test subject. And she's like, can you help me escape? First of all, they're running past all these people who are like locked up and suffering and being tortured. And they're like, fuck those people. And then she's like, hey, do you want to help me? And he's like, no, go fuck yourself. And then she's like, well, but I think I know the way out. And he's like, oh, do you? Okay, well, come on. And I was like, you're not a very good dude, but whatever. And so then they're running into the woods trying to escape. And yeah, we're pretty much at the end. Anybody have anything they want to say about like this like final sequence? Because I have very little to say at this point.
I have nothing to say. Of course.
I have one final thing to say. The best thing is
it ended.
Well, that was good stuff. I did appreciate that. But there's a scene where the gorilla, whose name is Kira, who is actually a person that they have mutated,
Yes.
goes to attack, and the gorilla's trying to attack Elena, and then John kind of comes up to the rescue, and the gorilla like jumps up into the trees and starts swinging between the trees. And it's so fucking good. Like, because it's so fucking bad, you know? And it's like the worst CGI and it's really ridiculous looking and it made me giggle and I appreciated it.
The movie is very much like you see a scene with the gorilla and you're like, wow, this is really bad CGI. I can't get worse than this. And almost every following scene with the gorilla continues to get worse.
Yeah. And then, we sort of end with John as our final guy. But he's been scratched. Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then it's the end. So now we just have to anxiously wait for part 2.
Did you guys hear about the alternate ending?
No, I did not.
The gorilla was like, like all by itself in the woods and feeling kind of victorious. And the last second of the movie, out in the distance, you were supposed to hear, Shockma! And that was going to be like, and then the next movie is going to be the Beast versus Shockma. Shockma and Gorilla. Shockrilla. Oh, that's it.
Before we give our final assessments.
Me and my army of Shockmas.
Okay.
I'd like to make one point before you get to yours.
Please.
Because I'm looking through I'm reading I have your notes here, Steph.
Yes.
And how apparently upset you got as Elena is turning and she starts to eat the woman they helped escape.
Yep.
And you in your notes, it's palatable how angry you are that gorillas are vegetarians. So why is she eating
True
a
story.
person? Yeah.
This is how
and then
fucking
you list
nerdy
the
I
things
am.
that they eat. That's the best.
See, yeah, I know. Like, I'm really. This is how I engage with shit. And you guys got my raw, unfiltered notes where I just I took notes in real time and then just sent them to you, which I normally wouldn't do. But I was like, fuck it. But yeah, like I was like, why is she turning cannibal? Because she's a gorilla. Because gorillas are herbivores. And that's very upsetting.
I think you should continue to keep giving us your raw, unfiltered notes.
I will.
This is entertaining.
There wasn't even as, usually there's a lot of like, what the fuck is this? What the hell? Like, why is this happening? I write a lot of notes to myself about when I'm outraged. Yeah. I don't know if I was like fully outraged in this movie. I was mostly just like, what the hell? What the hell?
What the hell?
Stop.
What the hell? What the hell?
think we have beat this dead gorilla.
Yeah.
So I'm going to skip my little trivia because I don't really fucking care. And if I don't care, nobody else needs to care. I know this is going to be a mystery, but we are going to give our final assessments. And we're going to talk about if we think that this incredible film is a dig or a dud. In other words, are we recommending that people dig up this buried treasure, or should they leave it lost in the Tubi abyss? So, Jamie, dig or dud, 5-word review.
Dud. Planet of the PS3 apes.
Giving it a dud, and promising, undone by low budget.
It's good. That's actually like pretty kind.
I felt to be kind to this one.
He's right. It would have been a lot better if there were more gore effects and stuff. If it were more visually impressive.
You know, the times they did do practical effects like blood gags, they were actually decent.
They were. Her arm injury was really gnarly.
If I remember, there was a woman soldier whose face got scratched by the gorilla, and that was a pretty good facial makeup on her.
So I'm going to call this a dig, and I really don't understand why you guys are being so hard on it.
Do you seriously think it's a dig?
No, I don't.
Or are you just
think it's
being
a dig.
ironic?
I'm just being ironic and adorable. It's just my way, you know. But I do have a 5-word review, and it is this: CGI crime against ape kind.
Untold bonus.
We are going to take 60 seconds each, and we're going to briefly try to sell you on one underrated animal horror flick that we think you actually should, for sure, watch on Tubi right now.
I found it difficult to find an animal horror movie on there that I would suggest as an underrated horror. But I found one. And it's 1972's Horror Express. Horror Express is a horror sci-fi movie starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing with a cameo by Telly Savalas. Directed by Eugenio Martin, the movie begins with Professor Alexander Saxton discovering a frozen primitive ape creature in a cave in Manchuria. Saxton brings his find, locked in a crate, onto the Trans-Siberian Express train to Moscow, where he runs into a friendly rival and anthropology colleague, Dr. Wells. Soon, mysterious deaths happen, with the corpses exhibiting blood from their eyes and nose, and eyes that have gone completely white. As an investigation ensues, suspicion quickly turns to the frozen ape specimen in Saxton's crate. Horror Express is a solid movie with heavy Hammer horror and Amicus vibes. The movie plays like a gothic Agatha Christie train mystery, despite revealing the killer shortly after the movie starts. Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing bring their usual gravitas to their roles, elevating a run-of-the-mill horror to something nearly special.
Damn.
I loved it.
Great job.
Very scary.
Thank you.
Jamie, what do you got?
Well, I had the similar problems to Patrick, but I found 1988's Uninvited. And it's directed by Graydon Clark. It's 1 hour and 30. When a mutated cat escapes a lab study, it becomes the unlikely foil to a shady businessman's banking scam aboard a yacht headed for the Caribbean. And there are 2 really great things about this movie. One is watching Clu Gulager and George Kennedy navigate through this bowl of fucking creature feature cornflakes. And the other is the titular uninvited creature, which is actually a seemingly docile cat that, when provoked, vomits another full-sized cat that's all deadly and feral. And the uninvited, the killer of the movie, is actually this disgusting puppet-like gooey cat thing that this tabby cat vomits.
That sounds fucking awesome.
I'm not fucking with you. It's good. It's really
I
weird.
like cats too a lot. I want to see this cat vomiting up another cat. That sounds pretty great.
I'm a big fan of The Uninvited.
You will see it. Oh, you are or you're not?
I am. Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray too.
I am going to cheat a bit here. Because I'm naughty. Yes, because I'm a naughty girl, and I'm gonna do a very bad thing. I, unlike you fools, had too many options, and I could not decide what I wanted to pick. So what I did, my little route that I'm taking, is I just cooked up a delicious double feature. So first, we're going to start with a genuinely tense, surprisingly smart animal horror film that you probably missed, or you may have missed it. 2010's Burning Bright. The setup is simple but genius. A young woman and her autistic brother get trapped inside their boarded up house during a hurricane with a hungry tiger. Yes, a real tiger, not some cheap CGI nonsense. A living, breathing apex predator hunting them room to room. It's sweaty, claustrophobic, and way more intense than you'd expect. Think Cujo meets Panic Room, but with claws and teeth. It's criminally underrated, and I'm telling you right now, this is the kind of thriller that'll have you screaming at your TV, and you need to see this. Now, if that's not your cup of tea, if you're like, no, I don't really want to watch a good film, then I recommend that you dive beak first into one of the most gloriously awful, so bad it's good bird attacks ever put to film. No, not Birdemic, even though Birdemic's great. But if you do love Birdemic, but wish it had a bit more 80s cocaine energy, then I'm inviting you to welcome home. Because 1987's Beaks is a killer bird movie with absolutely no respect for logic, science, or acting. The birds attack for no reason. The humans fight back like they've never encountered a sparrow before. And the dialogue feels like it was translated from English to Spanish and back again by someone drunk. It's unhinged, cheap, and somehow still wildly fucking entertaining. This is the perfect watch with your friends and scream at the screen kind of movie. So if you love beautifully terrible cinema, Beaks will soar right into your trash-loving heart.
Untold endings.
We are going to play a game called Beast or Bullshit. What's going to happen is I'm going to read a film title and a synopsis, and you're going to guess if it's real or completely made up.
Please hold for a very important message.
Stephanie here with an important message before we get into the game. We had so much fun playing this that we went really long, so you're about to listen to a very abbreviated version. But if you want to play the entire game yourself and test your B-movie mutant creature feature knowledge, you should pause here and click the link in the show notes to take the full interactive quiz over at morbidlybeautiful.com.
All right. First film. Crocoquake. A team of geologists accidentally triggers an earthquake that awakens a dormant species of magma-blooded crocodiles. As fissures split the city apart, the crocs rise to the surface, and they're hungry. Jamie, is that real or fake? Is that beast or bullshit?
Well, it's bullshit, but I think it's a real movie.
Okay. What about you, Patrick? Do you agree with that?
I think it's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Oh.
Next one is Masquera. An ancient Mayan curse unleashes a swarm of genetically enhanced bloodthirsty mosquitoes that grow larger with every meal. Their next target, Mexico City. Patrick?
Bullshit.
Jamie?
Say it again. Masquera?
Masquera.
Masquera.
Masquera. Masquera.
It's a good. It's a kind of a good story. Well, a good movie. If I don't know. I think false.
You both think it's fake?
Yeah,
it is fake.
Yeah. And I was going to make a dad joke about mascara being like some kind of makeup that girls like, but it wasn't fast enough.
Well, I'm glad you dodged that bullet. All right. The next film is Tarantula. Secret government experiments produce a new species, giant superintelligent tarantulas. But when an earthquake cracks open their underground facility, the venomous horrors escape and begin hunting in packs. Jamie, is that real or false?
Has to be real. It's too cool.
Patrick?
I agree. Beast.
You are both wrong.
Oh,
wow.
That's fake as shit.
Somebody hasn't grabbed onto Tarantula yet?
Well, we can decide which of these movies we want to make after we're done.
Tyrant and Tarantula. God damn, it's just waiting to happen.
The next movie for you to guess is Snake Outta Compton. A group of aspiring rappers in Compton get caught up in a gang war between a mutant snake and the police. The only way to survive, drop the sickest beat of their lives.
No.
Patrick?
Bullshit.
Jamie, do you agree?
I say bullshit. There haven't been that many parody Straight Outta Compton movies yet. God help us.
There have not, but there is a Snake Outta Compton. This is real.
Really? It's real?
It's fucking real.
I've never heard of a...
I do wish I would have made that one up because it's pretty great, but
yeah,
that's some real shit. All right. The next one is Pig Octopus. When a rogue scientist tries to solve world hunger, his pig octopus hybrid escapes into the sewers. Now it's crawling up through the drains and attacking unsuspecting victims with its tentacle snouts. Jamie, is that real or fake?
See, now it's my faith in your creative ability, or my faith in, the Hollywood establishment's creativity. And unfortunately, I have more faith in yours. So I'm trying to imagine a pig with octopus snout, and that's fucking great. So therefore, it's got to be yours. I'm hoping, right? It's got to be yours.
I don't know. Patrick, do you think it's fake or real?
Bullshit artist.
You are both correct. It is fake as fuck. Arachnado. A freak tornado sucks up thousands of deadly, genetically modified spiders and hurls them into Los Angeles. If their bites don't kill you, the webs will. Jamie, is that real or fake?
Real.
Patrick?
Bullshit.
It is real, unfortunately.
Wow.
Catnado. A group of people come together to stop the feline fury when an onslaught of tornadoes unleashes hordes of enraged and deadly cats upon the world. Jamie, is that real or fake?
I think that's fake.
Patrick, do you agree?
I do. It sounds like a Steph fantasy.
It is a Steph fantasy, but it is also reality.
Oh, wow.
Next one on the list is Octoclaws. A deranged scientist in the North Pole experiments on an octopus, accidentally fusing its DNA with Santa Claus. Now a bearded, tentacled monster is sliding down chimneys and wrapping victims in its deadly embrace.
God,
Patrick, is that real or fake?
Fake?
You think it's fake, Jamie? Do you think it's real or you think it's fake?
I think it's real. I do.
I hope it's real.
Let me say, I wouldn't be surprised if it's real. So I'm going to go with real.
Okay. It is fake, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad crap like that doesn't exist.
Oh, I want it to exist.
Oh, yeah. This is another movie we can make, guys. We got a lot of ideas here. Okay. The next film is Rotzilla. A bioweapons research project goes horribly wrong when a test Rottweiler, subject Brutus, is exposed to an experimental mutant, rapidly mutating and growing to monstrous proportions. But Brutus is more than just big. The mutagen has amplified his intelligence, making him a cunning and adaptable threat. Can this killer canine be stopped before it's too late? Jamie, is Rotzilla real or fake?
Real.
Patrick, is it real or fake?
I agree. It sounds real.
It is fake. Furry Nights. There are no cuddles to come from a group of woodland furries out for bloody revenge when a clique of teens kills one after mistaking it for a bear.
Didn't we see this a month ago? No.
Jamie, is that real or fake?
No, it's fake.
Patrick, do you agree?
No, I'm going to say real.
It is real.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Up next.
The poor furries, they're getting kink shamed. And, it's funny, but, it's not nice. Leave the furries alone.
I like that you finally come around to activism and you've chosen such a really powerful cause to support.
Yes, that's my cause.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you, Jamie.
Justice to for furries.
I'm really proud.
Thank you.
The next
I found
film.
my cause.
Yes, you did. The next film is Hamstergeddon. An illegal experiment on pet hamsters results in an army of fur-covered flesh eaters. First they multiply, then they bite. Now they're chewing their way through an unsuspecting suburban neighborhood. Jamie, is Hamstergeddon real? Is it happening? Is it upon us?
Don't feed them after midnight. No, it's fake.
Patrick, do you believe that it's fake?
I do believe it's fake.
It is fake. Here we go. Kangaroo-mageddon. A series of illegal experiments in Australia turn ordinary kangaroos into hyper-aggressive, wall-leaping murder machines. They're fast, they're strong, and now they want revenge. What do you think, Jamie?
I think it's real.
Patrick?
I'm going to go with fake.
It is fake. Okay, the next one on the list. Mega Mothra versus Robo Kraken.
Bring the Robo Kraken.
When a rogue scientist attempts to control the weather with a giant robotic kraken, he accidentally awakens a prehistoric radioactive moth that threatens to destroy Tokyo. Only one can prevail, but who will win? Jamie, who's winning, Mega Mothra or Robo Kraken?
Hello, Robo Beastie. I think that's a real movie.
Do you? Okay.
I do.
Who are you putting your hat in the ring for? Are you Team Mega Mothra or Team Robo Kraken?
Robo Kraken.
Okay. I'm a Mothra girl myself, so that was where my heart would be. What about you, Patrick? Is this real?
You're a Godzilla fangirl. That's why.
Now I'm a big fangirl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say bullshit. I don't think Toho would let someone use Mothra.
Okay.
Even as a name.
And are you Team Mothra or Team Robo Kraken?
Oh, Team Mothra.
You obviously don't recall all the movies that Mothra has been in.
But he's saying that's intellectual property.
Oh, okay.
And he would be right. It is intellectual property, and that is a fake movie.
That's a fake movie?
That is a fake as fuck movie.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
On to the next one. Shark Side of the Moon. Decades ago, the USSR developed unkillable sharks and launched them to the moon. Now a team of US astronauts will endure the fight of their lives. Patrick, Shark Side of the Moon. Real or fake?
I'm going real.
Okay. Jamie, do you agree?
Yeah, I do. It's real.
It is real.
Yes, it is.
All right. The final one is The Return of the Killer Koala. The cuddly but deadly koala returns, this time with a vengeance. After its previous defeat, it has evolved, becoming even more ferocious and armed with razor-sharp claws. Patrick, Killer Koala?
Sounds like it could be real. But I'm going to say fake again.
Okay. Jamie?
I agree. I'm going to say fake.
It is fake.
This has been Untold Horrors with Jamie, Steph, and Patrick. Thank you for listening. Until next time, watch more horror, explore more depths, and be excellent to each other. We'll see you on the other side.
Yes, Patrick, I would love it.
Stephanie, you're just.
I would not mansplain to Stephanie. She knows what's going on.
Oh my god!
But she's woman-splaining to me.
I'm not woman-splaining. I'm telling you, you can do everything because you want to. You want to. You want to be in charge.
That's exactly what women do all the time. If you say something that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You could just have to do it yourself. You can do it yourself.
If I can paraphrase Michael Che, I wouldn't have said that, Jamie.
Yes.